Hello and welcome. I am the Soul Enchantress, and this message is about how a new world is dawning, the concept of new earth, and timeline shifts that are happening right now. Okay, so those are three things that I just want to quickly touch on. I have spoken about a new world dawning a little while ago, and it's also on my blog on my website soulenchantress.com. However, I'm going to touch on all three subjects really quickly, and I may do other messages as I feel guided to and as information comes through, and if I feel called to share it with you in these public messages. Okay, so let's start with the new world that is dawning. Now, I've been commenting with all this crazy world crisis going on at the moment, and this entire year being one where many people have spent their time in crisis mode. The positive side of everything that's come about is that most people don't realize that it is not only cleansing the environment, however, with everyone being grounded and home based and quarantined, etc., it is also a time when there will be shifts in consciousness and awareness and in preferences and tastes and what it is that you want to create and do. And it's really a time of taking stock and reviewing your life and your work and your business and your relationships of every kind, and also your health. So in this time, the positive that is coming out of it and the new world that's dawning that I speak about is that it is a world where authenticity rules. So no more copycatting, hacks, tactics, mindless strategies, manipulative agendas. Those things won't work, because as more and more people get in touch with who they are, they will be able to detect the insincerity of all of those energies I have just mentioned. And as always, when I speak about something or a topic or a concept, it is always from the perspective of the energetic realms and not simply just the physicality of it. Okay, so I have been predicting this, that there will be so many changes that will come about. There will be companies that change, there will be the type of TV and movies that you watch will change, reality TV shows that are so prevalent and really toxic in terms of energy and the drama that they portray and the cyclonic effect that it has on the energy fields of people consuming such things. Like, all of those things will change. And in doing that, the way that people market their products and services and the way business is done will change. It will have to change, and it will have to become one where authenticity rules. All of the copycatting that goes on right now, even in the online world, there's so much copycatting. Everyone is regurgitating the same stuff from books or other people. There is such a sameness to all the information that is out there. So that is one side of the physical change. Now, when it comes to this concept of new earth, and I've had a few questions from my clients, so I thought I would just release a public video and then you can all benefit from it. The concept of new earth is not a fact that there is going to be a duplication of this earth and then people are going to go and live on it. It simply means that there will be a change in consciousness, to the extent that there will be groups of people that will look at the world and see the world and behave in a manner that will be very different, and therefore the same thing that is happening in the world for everybody will impact these individuals with a raised frequency in a very different way. So here's a really quick example of something that happened recently, and I live this way, so it's nothing new for me, but it is interesting when people catch up on what my reality is, and all of a sudden it makes it real for them. So something happened recently, and without naming names or saying too much about the situation, that should have impacted me and everything to do with where I live, or anything to do with that specific day, which impacted a lot of people. So this is something like, okay, take for example, if it was like a cyclone. Okay, this is not what happened, but I think it's easier for me to explain it this way. So say a cyclone rips through a city and there is one house in a certain street that is spared, and you've heard these stories. So it's a little bit like that. And then someone actually said to me, oh my gosh, I realized for the first time what you mean by that your reality is very different to everyone else's because the cyclone did not affect you. And it was a cyclonic event, but it wasn't a physical cyclone, but it was an event that didn't even register in my reality. It did not impact me in any way, shape or form. So that is kind of what the concept of New Earth is about. It is shifting your consciousness and raising your frequencies to such a high level that even the physical occurrences that happen in everyone's life will impact you in a very different way. So that's one concept I wanted to touch on. And the final thing I wanted to say is stay tuned, because there are timelines shifting everywhere, and you may find things that happened a year ago or 2 years ago may come back, and you may find another opportunity for you to actually do what you couldn't do then, or take advantage of a certain opportunity. There are crazy things like that happening at the moment. So stay tuned. The synchronicities are too diverse and varied to actually tell you exactly what's going on, but there are shifts, and the shifts are literally swapping physical timelines, and it is amazing, crazy, synchronistic, and seriously mind-blowing. So I hope that you're all having a wonderful day, and as always, if you would like to work with me, I would love to see you at my digital home, soulenchantress.com. Joyous blessings.